Oh hey there, we're back today with a whole new Temtem video, and it's a different one at that. Today we'll be sharing a how to play guide for everyone's favorite little mental starter's final evolution, Nagaise. But before we get Nagaise, we start off with a little cute Houchic. Houchic is probably one of the best starters for new tamers with its fast and high offensive stats. But before we get any further into all of that, let me first explain what this guide will include, since it's going to be the first of its series here on the channel. These how to play Temtem guides will share a collection of information pertaining to the spotlighted Temtem, their stats, species line, best locations to obtain, as well as an array of competitive information such as recommended movesets, builds, preferred teammates, and not so great matchups. Presenting all this information in a neatly packaged short video guide to help you play better Temtem. Now with all that out the way, let's jump right into it. Starting with Houchic, you can either obtain this as a starter or in Meadowdale, which is located on the 8th island of Arbory. Houchic evolves into Tental after leveling up 29 levels, and then again into Nagaise after another 24 levels. Which means if you catch a Houchic that is over level 47 in Meadowdale, you won't be able to fully evolve it without the help of a special item. Nagaise is a strong mental and water type Temtem with the traits Deceit Aura and Water Custodian. You get Deceit Aura if your Houchic had Mental Alliance, and you get Water Custodian if it had Soft Touch. Deceit Aura is a versatile trait, as it allows Nagaise to deter setups, punish faster opponents, support slower teammates, or sweep. The trait reverses the order of all techniques used by combatants on the battlefield for the first 4 turns. This is how it works normally without Deceit Aura. It goes ultra high, then switching, then very high, then normal, then low, then very low, and then finally resting. However, with Deceit Aura, the order becomes very low, then switching, then low, then normal, then high, then very high, then ultra high, and finally resting, but at a price. The cost of this trait is that Nagaise loses 50% of its health right at the start of the battle. Not really ideal in most situations, so it's typically swapped out for the first turn unless their supporting teammate can help protect them in some way. Nagaise's other trait, Water Custodian, can be very useful when paired up with allies that are weak to water type moves. Nagaise redirects all incoming water techniques back to itself, essentially leaving their ally untouchable. Its stats make it a fast special attacker that can also take some decent special damage. However, its physical side leaves Nagaise a glass cannon and susceptible of being one-shot by high or even low priority electric physical moves. Looking at its coverage, you see Nagaise is extremely weak to electric types with a ×4 damage and 4 other weaknesses being nature, digital, crystal, and toxic. It also has a few resistances, being that it resists neutral, earth, water, fire, and melee techniques rather well. Now let's take a look at the build we think is most optimal for Nagaise's best performance. The Deceit build, which uses Deceit Aura as well as the techniques Nagaise's Fury, Lullaby, Psy Surge, and Beta Burst. We'd also recommend the gear Baton Pass, which restores 10% of Nagaise's max HP upon entering battle. This gear can be obtained after completing the Heartbeat side quest in the Vumbai Dojo. Our recommended TV distribution for this build is as follows: 497 in HP, 75 in stamina, and 428 in special attack. With this build, you'll find the Baton Pass an extremely useful gear, since typically you'll want to exit the battlefield on turn 1, positioning yourself for a better opportunity to take advantage of Deceit Aura. Once you can get Nagaise on the field, while it is properly protected, you can start wrecking havoc with any of its damaging moves. Lullaby is a 2-turn hold technique that can be used right before Deceit Aura expires, leaving your opponent's team asleep for 2 turns, allowing Nagaise to continue its onslaught of damage. Now with that in mind, it's important to remind you that Nagaise does not do well against electric type techniques, so Tems like Zyobian or Regnet that have access to Electro Punch, which is a low priority move, can really cause Nagaise some trouble. Instead, pairing Nagaise with a teammate that has Electric Custodian can help redirect all incoming electric attacks away from Nagaise. All in all, Nagaise can fill many roles, but traditionally will serve the role of a setup sweeper much more effectively, allowing it to pivot in and out of many threats. Well, that pretty much wraps up this how to play Nagaise guide. We hope you guys enjoyed our builds, and be sure to let us know what you think and what your build for Nagaise would look like in the comments down below. Also, check out our Discord if you'd like some more helpful resources in the way of Temtem. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. As always, be sure to leave us a like and subscribe for more content like this, and we'll see you in the next one. Till then.